This is a piece of walnut 9 inches in diameter. It's from a tree that was dead and was taken down. A co-worker of mine let me know about it. It's been sitting in my shop, and today's the moment of truth. We're going to cut it open and see what it looks like. Definitely got a lot of bug tracks in here, which means that's more than likely what actually killed this tree. But I don't see anything live at the moment. All right, we got ourselves a blank, an 8-inch round of wood that is ready to go on the lathe. All right, so I've got it mounted on the lathe. I've taken off the bark, and honestly, the more I look at it, the more nervous I'm getting. There are just a ton of bug tracks on this piece. And while I've yet to see anything alive, it is super light, which tells me that, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know, it's making me nervous, so we'll see what happens. Alright, and you can see we've started to find a bowl shape inside this mess, but every place I press, it's just really soft, and so I'm creating these incredible ridges on this piece. Normally with walnut, I wouldn't be able to do that this easily. Yeah, it's just not very substantial. But I mean, I still haven't found anything living, so whatever was there, whatever did this, has moved on, I guess. I'm going to turn a tenon over here so I can reverse this in the chuck jaws. Alright. That should be more than enough holding power. And we are all mounted up in the chuck. I got my tailstock still up for support. Where's my face shield? Careful with a bowl like this, not only because the tenon is weaker, because the wood is weaker, but also because you've got all of these different densities. So the chisel cuts a lot faster through these rotten bits than it does through the wood that's actually left. In a lot of ways, the motion that you're doing is like rowing a boat. You bring your hand way out here, and then you pull it across. Row, row, row your boat gently on the lathe. Wow. Look at that. That is just gnarly looking. That is just gnarly looking. I'm worried about the gouge doing more damage than good, so I'm going to switch over to a 1/2-inch round nose scraper for the next part. I'm going to switch over to my monster. This is my giant record scraper. It allows me to take really light cuts and get almost no vibration from them. It's still thick, but it's terrifying to go any thinner than that. I think it's just going to fall apart. Okay, Okay, so we're a good hour into the sanding here. I'm mostly having to do it by hand, but what you'll realize is that there are enormous amounts of holes in my piece. The sawdust was just loose dust that came out of the bug tracks. And for all the areas that still have sawdust in them, I am just taking my awl, trying to gouge it out. Now I took off my mask so I could talk to you, but I've been wearing my dust mask with active charcoal filters this whole time. I do not want to risk any sort of lung issues over a bowl. This is all really bad for breathing, so do take it seriously. I'm just using my Dremel to loosen up the rest of the sawdust that's in the bowl. I'm not cutting new holes, I'm just trying to loosen up what's already there. Foot turned off on the lathe, and I'm just going through and trying to sand away all the tear out, which there's a lot of. I hate sanding. I think we are ready to add a finish. I'm trying to figure out what kind of finish to use on it. I think I want to darken it a little bit, but I'm not a fan of stains.
Why not stain?
Stain's a lie. Saying this wood is white, but I'm going to try to make it look red.
It's like paint.
Paint's a lie too, yeah, absolutely. If you want dark wood, buy dark wood.
Why?
Staining walnut is basically shaking hands with the devil, and I won't do it.
That's stupid. Oil's a lie.
Oil's not a lie. Oils are natural. They come with it. A lot of trees have natural oils that we get rid of. Like teak, for instance. And walnut oil is a real thing.
Is that walnut oil?
It is not. It is boiled linseed oil. This is not a lie. This is the truth. I'm revealing the true beauty of the wood. I'm not a fake and a phony. I'm not going to be painting walnut. I'm not staining walnut.
You're going to come out in the morning and have painted it purple.
I'm watching too many Steve Ramsey videos. Paint my walnut purple.
I have no idea how to turn it off.
Oh, that's a roller right here.
This?
Yeah. No.
This?
No.
This?
That.
Just turn it to off?
To off.
Shut up.
Not really sure what to call it. It's just a walnut bowl, but it's got these cool bug tracks in it. So, I don't know if we should call it wormwood bowl? Bug hole bowl? Sound very good. I had a very specific bowl shape in mind that I was going to do, but when I saw that it had the worm tracks in there, I figured I'd go a different route. And I'm really happy that I did. It's a very simple shape, but it really highlights the tracks. It certainly won't hold soup, so it must be art. Oh, and thank you very much to Lise and Zoe for thinking of me when that tree came down. Really appreciate it. And I've got a lot more of it. We can use it for other projects in the future. I was thinking, and you probably were too, that this would look really good with resin in all the little holes. So maybe we'll do a project with that. I can cut it into a block. We can infuse that block with resin, make a cool handle out of it. Leave me a suggestion for what you think we can do with it. I'd love to hear. Or even, you know, the color of resin you'd like to see infused in the next one. Orange, purple, yellow might look really cool too. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.